Arkady, and welcome to another video. This is your favorite funky sim pilot. My name is Arkady Gidzenko. I will be your captain for today's flight. And today we'll be flying the flight of Citation X, the Cessna C750 again, because it's just such a cool plane to fly. And we'll be flying it from Germany to United Kingdom, from Dusseldorf airport to Birmingham. It will be about 1 hour of airtime. And our cruising altitude is supposed to be 18,000 feet. It's not going all that crazy high. We're using Citation.ai for our ATC, real world time and real world weather. I think that would be about it. We're parked at the ramp at the hangar 1 at position 59. Let's get the thumb out of the way. So here's where we are. The sun is currently setting, so I'm thinking it's probably going to be a nighttime landing once we arrive. It's in about 1 hour. Would have to be really fast. But it is how it is. That's what we get with these real world time and weather situations. This is the route that we'll be flying, so let's just hop on into the aircraft and set everything up. To get the airport information, we will need ATIS information first, 123780. But first we'll need a little bit of power here. 1 and 2. Standby power can come on. And I guess we'll also turn on the AP. So 123780. And we should get our avionics on for that.
TA1750 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 23 left. Wind 310 at 5. Have OK. Temperature 19er, 2.8. QNH 1023. Transition level 60. Bird activity in vicinity of airport. Flight inspection aircraft operating in the vicinity. Advise on initial contact you have information Papa. Dusseldorf Airport, information Papa. 1750 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 23 left. Wind 310 at 5. Have OK. Temperature 19er, 2.8. QNH 1023. Transition level 60. Bird activity in vicinity of airport. Flight inspection aircraft operating in the vicinity.
Delivery 11780. So before we start requesting our clearance, let's have a look at what we got. 23 left with the NETEX 6 Tango. Guten Abend. November 527 Romeo Mike, type Citation X-ray, we are at ramp 59 as information Papa, requesting IFR clearance to Birmingham.
Romeo Mike, runway 23 left is in use. After departure, proceed direct to Brameka. QNH 1023.
Delivery November 527 Romeo Mike requesting IFR clearance, please. Hey Alexia, how you doing, man? Vintage.
November 527 Romeo Mike, clear to Birmingham via the NETEX 6 Tango departure. Initial climb 5000, departure on 128.655, squawk 4746. Expect runway 23 left.
We're clear to Birmingham via the NETEX 6 Tango. Initial climb 5000, departure frequency 128.655, squawk 4746, and our departing runway 23 left. November 527, Romeo Mike, thank you.
November 527 Romeo Mike, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.605 when ready.
Hey guys, Vintage, Alexia, happy working. Have a good Sunday, hope you too. Vintage, hope you're doing well, man. I'm doing all right today. Just going to do a little short city hop. How about you? Set things up here. Let's see our GPS. Clock code 4746. Group flight, so people in Canada, cool. Ground was 121.605. Right, so let's set up everything. So initial climb was 5000. Trying to convince you to fly for this Iceland Air Southwest Virtual Airline. Okay. And do you think you can be convinced, or are you thinking, oh hell no? 1023, let's see the coming. No. Zero, 2, 3. Alright, recall. This can go progress for now. And let's go departure. Departing runway 23 left at the NETEX 6 Tango. Activate. And then the arrival, I believe, was runway 15 with the HEMEL 1 Bravo arrival. Runway 15 ILS HEMEL on Bravo. And activate. That should be our entire route. There's a doubt they even have the planes that fly to Iceland. By the Iceland did have some planes. I flight a lot of them were the service for long. I think I've flown Iceland Air when I was really young, and there was a DC-8. That's like really long ago. That's looking good. So we go performance initialization. We're just going to have to go through this here first. First init climbs 300. Max speed during cruise. I'm guessing taking off this, and then we have 6,000 for the transition altitude. Not 60,000, please. Just 6,000 would be enough. Temperature 19 degrees. Wind was 310 at 5. And I'll say let's do this. Like a year or two, it was leased from a dude. You know your shit, man. That's so cool. 023 there as well. And vintage, I found out why the reverses were not working. I kept thinking I was arming them by putting them here, but I actually stole them, so I was an idiot. Okay, fair enough. We're almost about ready to start our engines. Let's just wait until the IRS have loaded fully. I guess we can turn on the vital heat now. And seatbelt sign. Ground, November 527 Romeo Mike. Request push and start.
November 527 Romeo Mike. Push and start approved. Face north.
Start approved, face north. 7 Romeo Mike, thank you. Well, it's basically we just drive straight out. And 2-3 left, that would be on the other side. We'll just follow on to, I don't know what this is, Mike. 737-200, nice. Caravel last night in Mexico City. Hey, at least if it was on the touchdown zone, then you know. I would think in terms of priority, first just try to go for the touchdown zone, and then secondly work on setting it down on the touchdown zone correctly. Doesn't have to be butter, but at least make sure it's within limits, you know. Yeah, but there you go. Then you might float. And I struggle with this sometimes as well. But I think that's what I'm trying to aim at, you know. Just aim for the touchdown zone. And, you know, if you planted down was a bit rough. That's okay. You know, well, within reason, obviously. Right, we should be aligned shortly. I'm not sure we probably can start the engines already. Not sure. Maybe there's some law that doesn't like us doing it. As long as you don't overrun. Yeah. That's definitely wise, I guess. Like that Vietnamese airline took off from the dirt at some point a couple of days ago. Don't know what happened there. Didn't really check it, but. So we do have chocks still in place. Let's not forget those before we start taxiing. So chose for the blue livery, but we found us really getting lower there. Kilograms over your max takeoff weight. So the airport doesn't like you very much at the moment. Light for edge number 2, and then we can turn off the APU. Let's first wait until the engine is started. I would like the, there we go, beep beep. Oh, not yet. Runway heading 230. There's our IRS. So runway heading 230, and let's request taxi. APU can come off. Thanks the other flights for reminding me, Vintage. Taxi lights, let's turn those on, even though we're not quite taxiing just yet. And circle to start heading select. We have 5,000 set for our altitude. Let's request our taxi clearance. I like the other map here first. It's a lot easier for my brain. So that will just be following Mike. Doesn't get any simpler than that. Ground, November 527, Romeo Mike, request taxi.
November 527, Romeo Mike. Contact ground on 121.605 for taxi instructions.
Going to ground. 7 Romeo Mike, thank you. Ground, guten Abend. November 527 Romeo Mike, request taxi.
November 527 Romeo Mike, taxi to holding point, runway 23 left via Golf, Mike Lima 1.
Holding point 23 left via Golf, Mike Lima 1, 7 Romeo Mike. Right, this will definitely is turning out to be a night flight. Chocks can go. I will also arm the auto thrust system now that is on FNS. The taxi lights are on, parking brake released. Get out of here. And maybe just to quickly have a look actually what this guy was talking about. Golf Mike Lima 1, so I guess we're now on Golf. Oh, there you go, Golf, and that turns into Mike, okay. So then I guess the last one is called Lima 1. There it is. Alright, cool. Also have to do quite a sharp turn because we didn't actually push back. Well, that should be pretty much peanuts for this little airplane. So yesterday I did not really, well not really, I really did not stream, but I did do a flight. I had a friend over and we were looking at this plane in the Microsoft Flight Simulator and decided to do a short flight from, I think from Detroit to Minneapolis. But I did decide to create a little landing replay and post it. But it was actually a little bit of a rough landing, if you ask me. It wasn't all that crazy, but it wasn't as smooth as usually I would do them. Vintage, how is your headache and how is your dental situation going? I hope that's a little bit better, man. Check our takeoff speed. One two two 125 130. We're at ground speed 29, so let's not go any faster. So it's interesting because I wanted to do a flight during the day, and initially I had planned a flight from Vienna to Dusseldorf. And by the time I was about to start, it would seem that it was getting a little bit dark in Vienna. So I figured, okay, well let's do Dusseldorf and then maybe just fly to England. So that's where we are now, Dusseldorf. But actually, the sun is still about to set here. But you know, I don't feel like changing the weather or the time or the you know or even the little thing, you know. It will just be like it is. And I think that's one of the nice things of like a flight simulator, that you can use real world time and real world weather, you know, just to get some sort of feel of how it is in certain parts of the world at a certain moment. Ethan, is our co-pilot for today. Say hi to everyone at the channel, please, Ethan, and introduce yourself, and you have the radios.
Hey everyone, I'm Ethan Keller, your co-pilot today. I'll be handling the radios from here on out.
Thank you, Ethan, that was beautiful.
Thanks, Arkady. Glad you liked it.
All aircraft information Quebec is now current. QNet 1023.
Right, so we have information Quebec. We still have 023, and we'll probably get a wind check from the controller once we take off. Like we have some incoming traffic there in front of us. Or maybe it's not incoming, I cannot really tell. So I have done a lot of tweaking in SPAD top next to get lots of buttons, such as the navigation display, to work properly with my hardware. So I can go ahead and zoom in, change the different modes. Let's look out of the window before we crash into anything.
November 527 Romeo Mike. Contact tower on 118.305.
Contacting tower on 118.305. November 527 at Romeo Mike.
Parking flag.
Dusseldorf tower, November 527 Romeo Mike. Good evening, holding short 23 left, ready for departure.
November 527 Romeo Mike, Düsseldorf Tower, no delay, a 320 on a 4-mile final runway, 23 left, winds 340 at 3, cleared for takeoff.
November 527 Romeo Mike.
Right, that means let's get the hell out of here. I'm loving this weather, it looks very nice. Alright, so we said no delays. Let's get out of here. We'll check the autopilot later. Okay. Off the plane to gear up. Got to do level change and heading mode for now. Actually, we can do lateral navigation and level change. Autopilot on. See if we can go up.
November 527 Romeo Mike, contact Dusseldorf departure on 128.655.
Not quite climbed, Carly.
Contacting Dusseldorf departure on 128.655. November 527 Romeo Mike. Dusseldorf departure, November 527 Romeo Mike. Good evening, climbing through 1000 on NETEX 6 Tango.
November 527 Romeo Mike, Düsseldorf departure identified. climb flight level 100.
Landing flight level 100. November
100,
527 Romeo Mike.
vertical navigation. Take the lights go off.
Düsseldorf approach, Eurowings 5 Hotel Foxtrot, descending to 4000.
Eurowings 5 Hotel Foxtrot, Düsseldorf approach, identified, expect the ILS runway 23 left approach. November 527 Romeo Mike, climb flight level 180.
180.
Landing flight level 180, November 527 Romeo Mike.
180 set. Cal nav. Flight over change. That's 10,000 feet. Let's turn off landing lights. And maybe also turn off the cabin attendant. That's the aim for a flight like this. Before she starts talking. So one of the things I was able to set up is if I press at the button I can switch between like the
Sun
heading
Express 5
view
Kilo X-ray, contact line and radar
plan view, if you will.
135.65. Have a good evening.
which can be very useful for situational awareness.
135 decimal 65.
Basically has the north
Sun Express 5 Kilo X-ray.
on the top side. I don't know, so this plane looks like a chubby penguin with a slight overbite.
Lufthansa 8 November, Papa, turn left heading 200, descent to flight level 065 until established on the localizer. Clear pilot runway 23 left approach.
Heading 200, descending flight level 065 to established, cleared ILS runway 23 left approach, Lufthansa 8 November, Papa.
Our top of distance is in 200 nautical miles.
Dusseldorf approach, Lufthansa 8 November Papa, flight level 140.
Lufthansa 8 November, Papa, identified, expect the ILS runway 5 right approach. November 527 Romeo Mike, contact line and radar on 128.505.
Contacting line and radar on 128.505, November 527 Romeo Mike. Landing radar, November 527 Romeo Mike. Good evening, climbing through flight level 160 for flight level 180.
November 527 Romeo Mike, Längenradar identified. Good evening. With Delta 7 Lima Delta, contact Munich radar on 128.635.
Switching to 128.635 with Malta 7 Lima Delta.
Lufthansa 408, continue climb to flight level 320.
Flight level 320, Lufthansa 408.
Here it says cruise altitude 390. I think this is what we got actually. I think I must have done something wrong, but we will definitely get that. Alright, so while we are flying here, let me quickly get to the galley and we'll be right
November
back.
527 Romeo Mike, contact Amsterdam radar on 118.805.
Contact Amsterdam radar on 118.805, November 527 Romeo Mike.
Right, I'll be right back.
Amsterdam radar, November 527 Romeo Mike. Good evening at flight level 180.
November 527 Romeo Mike, Amsterdam radar identified. Good evening.
City Air 1 Mike Yankee, contact Brussels control on 125.0 so long.
Switching to 125.0, City Air 1 Mike Yankee.
Speedbird 257, climb to flight level 400, report level.
Climb flight level 400, Speedbird 257.
Speedbird 257, climb to flight level 360.
Up to flight level 360, Speedbird 257.
November 527 Romeo Mike, contact Brussels control on 125.0.
Contacting Brussels control on 125.0, November 527 Romeo Mike. Brussels control, November 527 Romeo Mike. Good evening, maintaining flight level 180.
Alright, here we are.
November 527 Romeo Mike, Brussels control identified. Good evening.
Transavia 153 Whiskey, contact Paris control on 128.105 so long.
128.105, Transavia 153 Whiskey.
Shamrock 63 Juliet, descend to flight level 110, pilot's discretion.
Leaving for flight level 110, Shamrock 63 Juliet.
Oh well. But she's alive.
Scandinavian 92 uniform at flight level 360.
Dramatic screenshot time. So today when we land, we should actually be able to see the thrust reversers deploy. These ones right here. Right, this is the field of the driver. They deploy really far, so it's quite cool.
Roger, Lufthansa 4 Juliet Kilo.
Well, flight level 180 seems a little bit low to me. I don't know why. Oh, we're getting an overspeed. There we go. Brakes out for a second. Direct to retractor. Yeah, Ethan, let's request a higher altitude. Let's request flight level 280, please.
I'll request flight level 280 from Brussels Control.
Brussels Control, Condor 402, flight level 490.
Brussels Control, November 527, Romeo Mike, requesting a climb to flight level 280.
November 527, Romeo Mike, climb flight level 280.
Flight level change. Adjust FMS mode.
Brussels Control, Ice Air 63 Lima, radio check. Lima 5x5. Turkish 11, contact London Control on 121.23, so long.
London Control 121.23, have a good evening, Turkish 11.
Aegean 6 Bravo Romeo, climb to flight level 240, report level. Flight level 240, Aegean 6 Bravo Romeo. Aircrew 8 Bravo X-ray, climb to flight level 280, report level. Up to flight level 280, Aircrew 8 Bravo X-ray.
Alright, Ethan, can you request climb flight level 380, please.
I'll request flight level 380 from Brussels Control.
Brussels Control, November 527 Romeo. Mike requesting climb to flight level 380.
November 527 Romeo Mike, climb flight level 380.
Let's go 380. Level change.
A GN6 Bravo Romeo, climb to flight level 280, report level.
Level change, AP is on.
Flight level 380. November 527 Romeo Mike.
So there's one little lonely cloud, look at that. Time to attack Belgium.
Aircrete 8 Bravo X-ray, continue climb to flight level 320.
Well, actually we got flight level 380. That is 20,000 feet higher than our original assigned altitude of 18,000. And see if we can get the weather for our destination. Information Yankee, runway 15, wind 050 at 6, cavalcade temperature 21, QNH 1023 as well.
Brussels Control, Center 1534 at flight level 340.
So that's looking good. Get to the chart and we'll get our final approach chart for the ILS, runway 15. That would be India Bravo India Romeo 110.1, final approach course 145. 110.1. Tune.
KLM 21 X-ray, contact Paris Control on 128.105.
128.105. Have a good evening. KLM 21 X-ray.
I'll put this in both the NAV1 and the NAV2. Final approach course was 145. See if we can think the heading box. Go ahead and select for a second.
Brussels Control, Air Serbia 10 Alpha, flight level 250, descending flight level 210.
Final approach course 145.
Air Serbia 10 Alpha identified.
Air Serbia 145. Alright, then we'll get back to, let's see, FMS1 and lateral navigation. Down there.
Brussels Control, Speedbird 119, comm check.
Double descent.
Speedbird 119, reading you clearly.
Then the decision altitude. British altitude 6,000.
November 527 Romeo Mike, contact Amsterdam radar on 118.805.
Contacting Amsterdam radar on 118.805, November 527 Romeo Mike.
447. I believe I should be able to do
Amsterdam
that
radar,
well.
November 527 Romeo. Mike, good evening, flight level 370 for flight level 380.
Radio altitude 447. That will be 450.
November 527 Romeo Mike, Amsterdam radar identified. Good evening. Aegean 6 Bravo Romeo, contact Reims control on 121.075.
Switching to 121.075, Aegean 6 Bravo Romeo.
Back towards 38,000. Let's get the speed up. We're aiming for Mach 0.901, which is significantly faster than an airline. Usually that would be around 0.83 or something, and we're already 0.84. And definitely climbing. Or increasing, I should rather say. And top of descent is in 88.6 miles. We're now 23 minutes into the flight. And then looks like we're about to cross the
Euro Wings
canal.
50 Yankee identified. Good afternoon.
We have 39 knots headwind. Our speed
Brussels
0.9
control,
Mach.
Croatia 4457, out of flight level 160 for flight level 200.
Croatia 4457 identified. Good evening.
Austrian 38 Mike, when ready, descend to flight level 280.
Leaving flight level 320 for flight level 280, Austrian 38 Mike.
November 527 Romeo Mike, contact Brussels control on 125.0.
Contacting Brussels control on 125.0, November 527 Romeo Mike. Brussels control, November 527 Romeo Mike. Good evening, maintaining flight level 380.
November 527 Romeo Mike, Brussels control identified. Good evening.
Transavia 31 Golf, contact Paris control on 128.275. Have a good afternoon.
128.275, have a good afternoon, Transavia 31 Golf.
Brussels control, Lufthansa 7 Hotel, radio check. How do you read?
November 527 Romeo Mike, contact London Control on 121.23.
Contacting London Control on 121.23, November 527 Romeo Mike. London Control, November 527 Romeo Mike. Good evening, maintaining flight level 380.
November 527 Romeo, Mike, London Control identified. Good evening. Eurowing 7 Mike Golf, descend to flight level 160, pilot's discretion.
What the hell is that line? It looks like a
flight level 160, Eurowing 7 Mike Golf.
That is the weirdest contrail.
London Control, Speedbird 35, flight level 160 for flight level 200.
Speedbird 35 identified. Good afternoon.
Sure. That's that line.
Virgin 354, contact Brussels Control on 125.0. Have a good evening.
Total descent, 27 miles.
125.0, Virgin 354.
Oh, let's have one more look at the weather. So I have information Bravo 040 at 6. Temperature 202.6. QNH 1023.
November 527 Romeo, Mike, descend via HEMEL 1 Bravo to flight level 070 into Birmingham.
Alright, 070.
By EM1 Bravo to flight level 070 into Birmingham. November 527 Romeo Mike.
Ryanair 5 Tango Yankee, contact Paris Control on 135.55. Have a good evening.
Level change,
switching to 135.55, Ryanair 5 Tango Yankee.
Maybe we'll make it in time for a golden hour landing. That will be cute.
Ryanair 5 Tango Yankee, flight level 160.
Ryanair 5 Tango Yankee, roger.
So we got HEMEL, Buzet, Wellen, QFAX, and there's the Honolulu DZLR. Oscott, our runway is 15, so we'll take us this direction, okay. So basically we'll take us to Oscott.
Vietnam 56, continue climb to flight level 280.
Up to flight level 280, Vietnam 56.
HEMEL, QFAX, growth. Happening there. Oh, there you go. Honolulu, Oscott, growth. we're still at 110
Eurowing 7 Mike Golf, descend flight level 140.
Down to flight level 140, Eurowing 7 Mike Golf.
Look at that descent, man. Sorry, 4,500 feet per minute. 5,200 feet per minute. Wow. Crazy. Let's see if we can go BNF, see what that does.
City Air 1 Mike Yankee, descend flight level 210, pilot's discretion.
Bam.
Leaving for flight level 210, City Air 1 Mike Yankee.
That's a lot. Okay, well, level change should be then 7,000. Here we go. It's a little bit all or nothing, I guess, with what I'm doing. I guess I could also just go vertical speed, choose somewhere in the middle, maybe.
United 135 at flight level 280.
United 135 identified.
So let's get them down. There we go, that's what I wanted to pass. Although we're below 22,000 now. Testing. Maybe enough for us. Hey, welcome back. Have a conversation with the people I'm doing a group with. Yeah.
London Control, Lufthansa 444, flight level 360.
And did they talk you into flying the Iceland?
Lufthansa 444 identified.
Or did you say, oh hell no? Well, we are descending a little bit fast. I just went to vertical navigation from flight level change. I see that we're a little bit below the profile actually. But she's still descending 4,500 feet per minute. So I don't think actually this is doing anything. Let's play around with it.
London Control, Shuttle 8 Whiskey, flight level 270.
Shuttle 8 Whiskey, roger.
Let's go 2,000 feet per minute.
November 527 Romeo Mike, contact Birmingham approach on 123.9 8.
Contacting Birmingham approach on 123.9 8. November
we should be below
Romeo Mike.
220, which we already are.
Birmingham approach, November 527 Romeo Mike. Good evening, flight level 120, descending via HEMEL 1 Bravo.
Alright man, take your time dude.
November 527 Romeo, Mike Birmingham approach identified. Good evening, expect the ILS runway 15 approach into Birmingham. Verify information, Bravo.
Birmingham approach, Ryanair 4 Sierra Delta, descending through flight level 130.
Speed select.
Expecting ILS runway 15 approach into Birmingham. November 527 Romeo Mike.
Speed like retracted. Right, landing lights. Let's also start the recording.
Logan 22 Yankee, contact London Control on 133.6.
That's recording.
Over to London Control on 133.6, Logan 22 Yankee.
We are approaching HEMEL, 18 miles.
Griffin 58 Whiskey, turn left heading 225, descend to 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 26 left approach.
And let's go local pressure.
Heading 225, descending 3000 till established, cleared ILS runway 26 left approach, Griffin 58 Whiskey.
2023. Hey, welcome back, man.
2 Air 4 Yankee Bravo, contact Manchester Tower on 118.63. Have a good afternoon.
Tower on 118.63, 3 Air 4 Yankee Bravo.
I've been doing this wrong the whole time, man. That's why the reversers never would deploy. I mean, the plane can stop without reversers very easily. We've seen that more than once. Pretty much on every flight. But it's cool to see them in action as well, right? Right, so right now we're holding 7,000.
Birmingham approach, easy 69 Foxtrot Mike, 4,500.
We can expect HEMEL,
Easy
who's at
69 Foxtrot Mike
well,
identified. Expect the ILS runway 15 approach.
Fuelback, Honolulu VOR, Oscott, Grove. I'm not really sure how this works, but at some point here we'll get factors anyway, so yeah. But that's basically our 7,000. We should, actually here we should be at 9,000 at Honolulu. We said descent via the SID, sorry, via the STAR. I didn't quite succeed in doing that.
Birmingham departure, Ryanair 3 Sierra Lima, how do you read?
Ryanair 3 Sierra Lima, loud and clear.
No, we read from the left to the right, and from up to down. We use our eyes. Beautiful.
Nordic 18 Zulu, turn right heading 285, descend to 4000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 26 left approach.
Right to 285, down to 4000 till established, cleared ILS runway 26 left approach, Nordic 18 Zulu.
And 520 right.
Easy 69 Foxtrot Mike, 8 miles from FF15, turn left heading 115, descend to 3,500 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 15 approach.
502 right.
Left to 115, down to 3,500 till established, cleared ILS runway 15 approach, easy 69 Foxtrot Mike.
Right here. Runway 15, so if we manage to exit via Gulf, then we're right there. That should definitely be doable. Especially now that we have the reverse
68 Delta Echo, turn right heading 140.
Happening.
Right to 140, Chanik 68 Delta Echo.
Let's HEMEL to do that.
Wheeling 7 Papa Kilo, contact London Control on 135.425. Switching to London Control on 135.425, Wheeling 7 Papa Kilo. Ryanair 73 Echo Juliet, contact London Control on 133.6.
Over to London Control on 133.6, Ryanair 73 Echo Juliet.
Condor 8 November Lima, 8 miles from Foxtrot 26 Lima, turn left, heading 225, descend to 3,500 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 26 left approach.
Left to 225, down to 3,500 till established, cleared ILS runway 26 left approach, Condor 8 November Lima.
Final approach speed 121 knots. We're now 45 minutes into the flight.
Birmingham departure, Alpine 34 Bravo Quebec 1000, climbing flight level 100.
Alpine 34 Bravo Quebec, identified, climb to flight level 100. Ryanair 5 Tango Yankee, contact London Control on 135.425.
135.425, Ryanair 5 Tango Yankee, see ya.
Alpine 34 Bravo Quebec, contact London Control on 135.425.
135.425, Alpine 34 Bravo Quebec, thanks for the help.
Birmingham approach, Air Portugal 1330, descending through flight level 130.
Air Portugal 1330, identified. Expect the ILS runway 26 left approach. ET98 Alpha Echo, descend to flight level 120.
Descend to flight level 120, Easy 98 Alpha Echo.
Ryanair 90523, contact London Control on 135.425.
On to 135.425, Ryanair 90523, good day.
EG81 Quebec Hotel, contact London Control on 135.425.
135.425, Easy 81 Quebec Hotel, see ya.
Easy 98 Alpha Echo, descend to 6,000.
Descend to 6,000, Easy 98 Alpha Echo.
Scandinavian 812, contact London Control on 135.425.
135.425, see ya, Scandinavian 812.
Ryanair 2 Quebec Delta, contact London Control on 135.425.
Over to London Control on 135.425, Ryanair 2 Quebec Delta.
Wiz Malta 6039, contact London Control on 135.425.
On to 135.425, Wiz Malta 6039er, good day.
Ryanair 48 Yankee Alpha, contact London Control on 135.425.
Switching to London Control on 135.425, Ryanair 48 Yankee Alpha. Birmingham approach, Ryanair 9 Foxtrot Romeo 1000.
Ryanair 9 Foxtrot Romeo, Birmingham approach, identified. Expect the ILS runway 23 right approach.
Right, well, in 4 miles, we'll take a left turn to Piofax on the way VOR. Then we should get back to us around there after all noise.
Bluemax 1104, 3 miles from Foxtrot 23, Romeo, turn left, heading 200, descend to 3,500 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 23 right approach.
Heading 200, descending 3,500 till established, cleared ILS runway 23 right approach, Bluemax 1104.
Wizz Air 49er contact, London Control on 135.425.
On to 135.425, Wizz Air 49er, good day.
Nordic 18 Zulu, leave the hold, expect the ILS runway 26 left approach.
Nordic 18 Zulu.
That'll be our runway.
Birmingham departure, easy 131 X-ray 1000, climbing flight level 100.
Easy 131 X-ray, Birmingham departure, identified. Climb to flight level 100. Virgin 25 Bravo contact London Control on 135.425.
135.425 for Virgin 25 Bravo. Good day.
Ryanair 497 Delta contact London Control on 135.425.
135.425, Ryanair 497 Delta, see ya.
Easy 13 Uniform Zulu, descend to flight level 130.
Descend to flight level 130, easy 13 Uniform Zulu.
Fuel factor coming up to 11 miles. Only VOR. Now 52 minutes into the flight. Expect a touchdown 15 minutes from now. Hey, Elevator Warden, how are you doing? Thank you for saying hi. I hope you're doing well.
Birmingham departure, Alpine 12 Uniform Tango, 1000, climbing flight level 100.
And we are actually...
Alpine 12 Uniform Tango, Birmingham departure, identified. Climb to flight level 100.
We're on our approach for Birmingham. The airport is right there, runway 15. So we'll be flying QFX, only DOR, off scopes, and then probably get practice. And we expect to land in approximately 15 minutes. Looks like the localizer is getting picked up at this moment in range. But we'll still have to come about there.
Birmingham approach, Turkish 7 Delta Zulu, flight level 180.
Turkish 7 Delta Zulu identified. Expect the ILS runway 15 approach.
Let's fly this baby to Birmingham. Since we're getting a little bit closer, let's also turn on our taxi lights, just for maximum visibility. My favorite airplane, that's an interesting question. At the moment, this one is my favorite airplane, but that's a bit of a lame
departure,
but
Royal
I've
Air
been
Mach
flying this very
1693
often lately.
1000, climbing flight level 100.
So I really like this one.
1693 identified. Climb to flight level 100.
But the MD-11 by TFDI design really holds a very, very special place in my heart. And I'm a huge fan of the 777 by PMDG. That also flies like a flying office. It's so nice. And in general aviation planes, I really love the, I think it's from Flight Somewhere, the Cessna 414 AW Chancellor. That's a really cool airplane too. Do you have any kind of favorite airplane elevator?
Red Nose 3526, 0.
Red Nose 3526, Birmingham approach identified. Expect the ILS runway 23 right approach.
Right, runway VOR coming up. There is our runway. So we're getting, that's in about 10 miles, but we will have to come about. Weather is kind of shitty now. I've never really looked into guessing just
Birmingham
windshield.
departure, Alpine 36 Yankee Papa, 2500, climbing flight level 100.
Alpine 36 Yankee Papa, Birmingham departure identified. Climb to flight level 100.
Vision jets, cool. Yeah, I have the Vision jet as well.
84 Delta Foxtrot, say airspeed.
Yeah, maybe I should fly that
162 knots,
on the channel as well. It's been a while. There is our runway. Was that like the SR-22 or something, I believe?
Birmingham departure, Ryanair 6 Echo Kilo, 3500, climbing flight level 100.
Ryanair 6 Echo Kilo identified. Climb to flight level 100.
Oh, you'll be landing in 40 minutes. Cool. We're almost landing in
approach. LA 3 Bravo Mike 5500.
LA 3 Bravo Mike, Birmingham approach identified. Expect the ILS runway 23 right approach.
Right, so I'm pretty much standing by to receive vectors momentarily, and then we should also get some descent instructions.
Birmingham departure, Air India 118, 1500, climbing flight level 100.
The light loop intercept is at 2,500
Air India 118
feet.
identified. Climb to flight level 100. Air India 118, contact London Control on 134.39er.
Landing speed still 121.
134.39er, Air India 118, thanks for the help.
We're flying for almost 5 hours, vintage, wow.
Alpine 42 Delta Lima, contact London Control 135.805. Have a good evening.
Good luck on your landing, man.
Over to London Control on 135.805, Alpine 42 Delta Lima.
Because you're not streaming it, right? You were to stream on the 28th, I believe?
Air 3 Bravo Mike, turn right, heading 140, base leg.
Right to 140, LA 3 Bravo Mike.
At the moment we're still holding 250 knots. I think once we get our vectors we'll start slowing down. I think in my experience this aircraft slows down quite easily.
Spin Air 5 Sierra Kilo, 4 miles from Foxtrot, Foxtrot 23. Romeo, turn right, heading 260, descend 3,500 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 23 right approach.
Heading 260, descending 3,500 until established. Cleared ILS runway 23 right approach. Spin Air 5
Right, here comes Oscott. Speed 210.
Birmingham approach, A-line 6 Bravo Mike, flight level 110.
A-line 6 Bravo Mike, Birmingham approach identified. Expect the ILS runway 15 approach.
Flaps. We'll go flaps 5. It looks like we could actually go flaps 15.
November 527 Romeo, Mike, turn right heading 005, descend 4000, vectors for the ILS runway 15 approach.
Right heading
005, descend 4000, vectors for the ILS runway 15 approach. November 527 Romeo, Mike.
EZ59 X-ray Papa, contact tower 118.63, so long.
That's what I'm heading, Malt.
Tower on 118.63, EZ59 X-ray Papa.
Transatlantic crossing in the Constellation. Cool.
Alliance
Maybe
3
it's
Bravo
split
Mike,
then.
contact Manchester Tower 118.63.
What should I talk
Over to tower, LA 3 Bravo Mike.
We're flying to Birmingham, elevators. Final approach with 121. So we have our course set. Right now we're just standing by for vectors and the final approach.
Birmingham approach, EZ59 X-ray Papa, descending through flight level 160.
EZ59 X-ray Papa, Birmingham approach identified. Expect the ILS runway 23 right approach.
I guess we could do flaps 35, but I believe we might get a gear warning. It feels weird to me to have extended landing gear already. Let's do an experiment. Flaps
Birmingham departure, top Swiss 59 Mike, Quebec, 2000 climbing flight level 100.
Top Swiss 59 Mike, Quebec, Birmingham departure identified. Climb to flight level 100.
We're going to do flaps back to 15. Yeah, I like the airplane too, elevator. Earlier I was thinking she looks like a chubby penguin with a slight overbite.
Alpine 36 Yankee Papa, cleared direct Baglum Ankara, rest of route unchanged.
Proceeding direct Baglum Ankara, Alpine 36 Yankee Papa.
Definitely flying in some dark weather here. It's good that we have the ILS.
Alpine 36 Yankee Papa, contact London Control 127.83. Have a good evening.
127.83, have a good evening. Alpine 36 Yankee Papa.
Right, where are the vectors, Victor?
November 527 Romeo, Mike, turn right, heading 115.
Turning right, heading 115, November 527 Romeo, Mike.
115. Heading. Oops, there's a runway, I think. Drop the gear. Flaps full. Speed 140 knots.
KLM 93 Bravo, descend to flight level 080.
Descend to flight level 080, KLM 93 Bravo.
November 527 Romeo, Mike, 4 miles from FS15. Maintain present heading. Descend altitude 2,500 feet until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 15 approach.
Maintain present heading, descend to 2,500 feet until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 15 approach. November 527 Romeo, Mike.
5 nautical miles.
November 527 Romeo, Mike, contact Birmingham Tower on 118.305.
Contacting Birmingham Tower on 118.305, November 527 Romeo, Mike. Birmingham Tower, November 527 Romeo, Mike. Good evening, on the localizer runway 15 approach.
November 527 Romeo, Mike, Birmingham Tower, roger. Continue approach runway 15.
Localizer capture. Range 7.2 nautical miles. Glide slope capture.
November 527 Romeo, Mike, runway 15, wind 050 at 6, cleared to land. Caution bird activity.
Runway 15 cleared to land, November 527 Romeo, Mike.
And my baby is at 625 feet. She's also landing at the moment. Standing by to disengage the autopilot. Let's go final approach speed 121 knots. We're at 1500 AGL. Right, 1,000, turn off the autopilot.
Approaching runway 15. Touchdown. Do you rotate? Reverse. Reverse is out. Welcome to Birmingham, everybody.
November 527 Romeo. Mike, contact ground on 121.805.
Switching to ground on 121.805, November 527 Romeo, Mike. Birmingham ground, November 527 Romeo, Mike. Good evening, cleared of runway, ready to taxi to the gate.
November 527 Romeo, Mike, Birmingham ground, taxi to Elmdon apron stand, 502R via Foxtrot. Good day.
Taxi to Elmdon apron stand 502 Romeo via Foxtrot, November 527 Romeo, Mike.
I hope it took golf. Foxtrot, alright, okay. I wanted to take the earlier one, but we were going a little bit too fast. Thanks so much, guys. Well, here we are, Birmingham. A cute little chubby penguin with a slight overbite. Then our stand will be 502 right. Actually be right here. Yeah. It's dark here. We'll just go into this general direction and we'll call it a day, I guess. Does not look like a place to park an aircraft. We'll just stop right here. Parking brake set. And confirmed. So here we are, man. So once again, welcome to Birmingham Airport. Hope you enjoyed the flight. Fortunately, it was not yet too dark, but the aircraft performed well. And I recorded the landing, so I'll also make sure that I'll upload a landing replay video. I always like doing that. It's always nice to look back at my landings, you know. So for the rest of the day, probably won't be on this week very much. But I mean, you take care of yourself, Vintage, okay? And thanks so much for hanging out, dude. And you have a good landing in about 25 minutes, I would think. Elevator, and at the beginning we had Alexia, Vintage, elevator. Charles, guys, thank you very much for checking. And I will see you at the next video, man. Take care. Bye-bye.